All right, I'm going back live.
The band baby.
I'm gonna have to find it on YouTube. Drop the link.
Jungle Jam.
That was a good
Yeah,
sale.
you know, we gotta restart a little bit.
Wow, that's a big reptile show.
Brandon, you can hear me?
Thanks.
Yeah, they interviewed me.
I remember a couple times you being around the house. I watched it.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
back,
we good
baby.
now. We good now.
We did.
Nah, you might be good back in the house on this one. This one different.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, this one different.
I can't even
So-
use nothing. We're just gonna have a screen.
So how you like the alligators?
I wouldn't suggest them be a good pet for a lot of people. 2 of them I got were relinquishes.
Yup, he's coming.
One's from Florida, and the other one's from the Allegheny River, Pittsburgh. Somebody threw it in. But I mean, they're the ones I got are super chill. I had one for about 10 years now, and it's like a puppy dog. If I go in there and try feeding it, you know, they'll come.
Nice.
But like if somebody else were to go in there, I got people taking care of them right now for me, feeding them and cleaning up, and they say they hiss all the time at them.
Yeah, I got a couple ball pythons like that.
Not me. Not next week. I'll be gone.
Nice. Nice. I got 4 of them that's like that, and I'm waiting for them to be gone.
My mean one goes next week.
I'm actually holding them. So Sincere's gonna get them back. He's gonna get just the Dinker project he was working. He's gonna get that whole project back. That whole project, me.
So get to continue now?
Yeah, I think we're good now. I just gotta make it back to my house.
I think he got hit the button.
Man, listen. Streamyard is visually pleasing to me.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know why.
Is that your wifey that I met in Daytona?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
Wifey with me there. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. I wish she was my wifey.
Came back, he said, congratulate me, I got married.
Bro, he walked up to me at the show and was like, have you met my wife? And she was like, I just met him today. It was hilarious.
He's from Florida, so I don't know her that well.
Ooh.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
yeah, progress. I'm gonna have to move.
You see
I'll
how
pray
like
for
you see how the sun burns you in Florida?
Yeah.
The women will do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild. That's wild. All right, so you still walking back to the house?
Yeah, I just got back right now.
Okay. All right. Let me know. I'm waiting for you to get comfortable so we can get into the interview. Unless you want to just walk and talk, it's up to you.
Yeah.
All right. So, say it again.
I'm not gonna buffer again, am I?
Nah,
I
you
don't
should.
know.
You should be good on here.
Nah, we're on
Yeah, all right.
StreamYard.
Everybody just got so much high hopes of StreamYard. I guess if it ain't broke,
Ryan
don't
already
fix it.
said this is so much more visually appealing.
I don't even have nothing on the background or nothing, but I guess. But yeah. So you said you already told us what you do and all that good stuff, like what you work, animals and species you work with, and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm hoping to get some albino green anacondas in the future. That'd be cool. They're going for like 100,000 a piece.
Jeez.
I didn't even know they had those already.
So are you breeding for them or are you trying to purchase one?
I'm trying to breed for them, but
Nice.
there's only one person I know of that has albino green anacondas. That
Yeah.
It's Meg
Amanda
Conda,
Ball-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She brought him to Tinley, I think.
I think she wanted like
Damn.
150,000 for them.
God.
Ooh-wee.
That's
For
a couple
them or
houses
one? For one?
for one.
She only
Yeah,
wanted for one.
150.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Good lord.
That's what I'm trying to get into. Let me get one of them.
Right?
Anaconda. They just
We
look
can't
so
even look
big.
at them
Stumble
here.
across one of those.
Yeah, they look
So
funny.
how does that work? Like is because I remember I was talking to Ro about albino chondros and stuff. I think it was albino chondros. Are they the same in terms of you don't even know? Like you just breeding and all of a sudden you hit something like that? Or
Yeah, it's pretty much inbreeding.
okay.
So
Yeah.
you get a het and then go to town?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So it's yellow anacondas.
Inbreeding.
That's inbreeding.
Hey,
That's
we're in
a
Pennsylvania here. They do that up north in the country.
West Virginia too.
That's wild. But nah, is the yellow anaconda that considered like a recessive, or is it just its
It's
own thing?
it's its own thing. It's I think there's 6 anaconda species out there. I don't know them all besides yellows and greens, but yellows don't get as big as a green. They're about 10 to 12 foot, and they're not as girthy as a green, but they're a heck of a lot feistier than a green.
That was going to be my first question. I heard they're a little temperamental.
Yep,
Man.
Damn.
it's
Imagine
worth
getting
it though.
bit by
That bite don't hurt as bad as a python.
No kidding.
Their teeth are different the way they're set up in their mouth. You remember the movie Anaconda and he opens up his mouth? It's
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
the same, all little pin needles.
Like,
So you
oh,
do
wow.
retics too?
Yeah, they're ugly though, bro.
Yeah, I have a few retics too. Burmese.
Nice. Nice. Burmese are
Brandon-
beautiful.
Brandon got that
pearl-
Wi-Fi, that Walmart Wi-Fi.
My albino pearl is beautiful. She's
No kidding.
got a lot of little like white balls on her on the pattern and looks just like an albino, but with the little white balls is what sets it off. It looks so much different than the other ones.
Nice.
Are
Yeah, I
you
like
are you anywhere near any of those snakes? Like, are they there
not-
where you at now?
Not
Oh.
right now. I'm at one of my rental properties I was working on. I was hoping to get done in time so I could scoot back at my house.
Should have scooted with us on the phone. I want to see them anacondas now. Pause. But
You coming back to Daytona next year?
Oh yeah, I'll be back.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna drive down though again. Holy moly, was that a ride.
Yeah, that's a haul, bro. I'm originally from upstate New York, and that's an 18-hour drive for me, so it's got to be at least like, what, 16 for you?
Well, it took 16 hours. It should only took it 14 because I stopped to see my buddy down in Virginia. Do you ever Adrian that owns that Eastern Box Turtle page on
Okay.
Instagram?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
down in Virginia, so I stopped down there and spent a few hours to hang out with him.
Ken said he'll drive.
Ken said he'll drive this time.
You know what?
How was that?
He told me he was going to drive halfway down, and that old man puckered up on the way down. I had to drive.
That's what I'm about to say. How was that? Did Ken go to sleep on you?
No, he wouldn't shut up.
So let me ask you this: what was your best or your favorite moment out in Daytona? Like, what's the one memory that you took back with you?
Disappearing Island. I didn't get to visit it, but to see it and everything, it was pretty cool. I bought a blow-up boat that I was going to take out in the ocean and paddle out to this island.
Oh, yeah, you would have been on YouTube.
Wow. Yeah.
The coolest thing, though, We went out
That
at
would have
like
been
10
so.
o'clock at night and went shark hunting. And I went in waist deep and it ended up being like neck deep. And I was like, I'm crazy, but this is a little too crazy for me.
Yeah. There's crazy, and then there's don't do that.
That's a bad
How long you
idea.
been? How long you? How long you been dealing with cobras and all that good stuff, like venomous snakes and stuff?
Probably since 2015 or so.
You ever been bit?
Never been bit by anything venomous,
That's dope.
Keep it that way.
Good to know.
right? Well, I
Please
had
do.
them for.
Please
Better
do.
knock on some wood.
Well, I have 3 kids, and I've had them snakes for like 6 years, and then I had to get rid of them just for liability. My youngest is a wild child. She just wants to touch everything. She ain't scared. She kisses all the big berms and the retics, and I'm like, whoa, 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 you can't do that. You gotta be careful.
Huh.
Yeah, that's wild.
She ain't scared of nothing. I'm like, she'll learn when she gets bit, but I'm not trying to let her get bit. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Well, you
worst
know
bit
they
I've
kids.
taken so far has been from a blood python, which it wasn't horrible, but they left a bruise.
I'd rather get bit by one of the anacondas than my retics.
Oh, I hear that. I hear that a lot, actually.
Yeah, my wrist puffed up like 3 times its size and did a little bit of damage. I
Okay.
randomly get like a weird pain where my finger like tenses up like carpal tunnel.
Oh
And
wow.
that's from the
Yeah,
retic.
their
Yeah,
teeth go deep.
I got bit because I was talking to somebody and I was trying to show them my snakes in my room and I ended up putting my hand in there without looking and I got a nice little bite.
Ooh.
You better than me.
I seen that you went to the Reptarium also. How was that experience?
Oh, it was cool. I didn't really get to experience it because I was up north hanging out with a couple of friends, checking out their selection of venomous and alligators. Crocodile Kate and Mike Wilson.
Okay.
They're out in Michigan. They're about like a half an hour away from the Reptarium. So I spent most of my time out there.
Nice.
And then we were at the Reptarium for about maybe 40 minutes or so.
Oh
We
wow.
got in from Jay Tingley
Yeah.
and we didn't really get to do everything that we wanted to because we just kind of got in to walk around. But I mean, it's really cool out there. I can't wait to go back out there and meet the guys again and get some filming done out there because we didn't really get to do too much out there.
Right.
Nah, that's what's up.
So
That's definitely on the bucket list.
speaking of filming, yeah, YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right. Tell everybody what that's
You do?
about.
So right now I just do short films. I need to get some more time and a new software for my MacBook so I can start doing long content. So busy with my life. So it seems like my short content's been doing better than my long content anyways. Every time I upload a video and it goes through for like a couple months, I'm like, oh God, I gotta delete that and re-edit it, So I'm like, since short content's doing better than long, I'm just gonna stick with short content for right now until, I get some more time. Ken's supposed to be my new wingman as a cameraman, so I'm hoping, he can help me start filming.
Nice. Yeah, Ken's a really good dude. I like Ken a lot.
Remember, his new name is Kendra.
Kendra.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. Drop them shorts every day. He's talking about the wrong shorts.
No Diddy.
He held his first berm at my place.
Nice.
Where you guys are from? Are you guys allowed to have Burmese and anacondas and retics?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
So
No, I'm in Florida.
I
I'm in
had 2
Georgia.
berms.
I'm in Ohio. I think they're allowed here.
Yeah, I'm in Maryland, so like we can have a lot of different things. I had 2 berms for about 6 hours.
About 6 hours.
Yeah, they was beautiful. They was beautiful, but they lasted the car ride home. They lasted 1 feeding, and then they got shipped out. I can't.
I don't think ready. Oh, then you was ready. What made you? What made you get rid of the berm so fast?
I opened the tub, and one of them shot out the tub, so I closed it back in the tub, and then I opened the other tub, and I fed that one, and it was like super aggressive. And then that same day is the same day I got my first ball python bite. So I'm like, shoot, if I couldn't run from a ball python, I know I ain't gonna be able to run from this. So yeah, they had to go.
Yeah, nah, I don't think I can rock with the berms.
And they get
So
too
what
big.
made
I don't
you?
have the space. Yeah, I don't have the space for them. Like if I had the space for it, then that had to be a different story. Because I heard it was
Now
actually
you
cool.
say you don't have the space. You should have just went with that answer, bro.
Yeah, that's the second answer. That's the true answer. That's the true
Nah,
answer.
funny.
Believe me when I say that one.
Right.
So James, what's the hardest species of animal that you found to keeping? Like, what's the toughest species that you found like as far as like care and all that extra? Which ones out of all the species you keep did you find to be the toughest to deal with?
Well, that would probably be the blue Installaris pit viper. I always wanted one, and I got a good deal on one at a show. And
I
you
really
gotta
wish you was at
watch.
your house so we could see these.
I know, right?
I
Well, I
really
don't have
wish.
any blue
Yeah.
Installaris right now, but when
Oh,
my first time getting one, I learned that you can't keep them and like have a bowl of water in there. Like you can have like a really tiny like shot glass worth, but you don't want like a decent sized bowl of water because if they get too much humidity, they get water blisters and they can end up
What?
drowning. I had a
Really?
yeah.
that's interesting.
Huh.
I paid $800 for this really nice captive bred one, and it didn't do so good. I mean, they're very delicate species too, so you don't want to like mess with them at all. Like people that are handling them, they'll handle them like once a week or so.
Yeah.
They're just
Huh.
very
What
temperamental.
what do you Where do you even find those at? Like in the what place in the world do you find those?
I think
Like in
Brazil,
the wild?
South
Oh,
America has a few species of pit viper.
yeah.
Nice.
That's interesting though. I've never heard
So,
the thing about the whole blisters before.
do you actually keep alligators yourself?
Yeah,
Oh, you gotta tell us about that.
yeah. I got well. They're about 20 minutes away at another place of mine, and I used to have them outside here at my other house. And in the wintertime, I had a shed built with a small little kiddie pool so they can hydrate.
Yeah.
And that thing was heated all year round. So if they needed to get a little bit more heat on colder nights in PA, they could go in there. And they were just like dogs, honestly. If it got too cold outside, they'd go inside there and heat up underneath all the ceramic heaters and radiant heating I had in there. I had a 15 by 20 pond, and it was basically like a quarter of my yard. It was fenced in for the gators. But my neighbors, I mean, you can have them in PA and Pittsburgh where I'm at, but there's like different boroughs and townships that have their municipality like bylaws. So where I'm at, they don't have anything against alligators, but they said that they have something against crocodiles. So I had to get rid of my crocodiles. And then the neighbors got a little bit scared of, seeing my alligators through the fence. And they were like, the township's like, look, I mean, it's the same thing as a crocodile. And I'm like, it's not the same thing as a crocodile. If it said it was a crocodilian, then we'd have a problem here. But it didn't say crocodilian, it only said crocodile. And but long story short, instead of keep going through court, wasting my time and money, they Kenny, um, I just got rid of the setup here and moved them to another location about 20 minutes down the road. I had to spend like $6,000 for my UVB bulb lighting
No
for them.
kidding. Wow.
They needed the best of the best.
Yeah.
They
Well, I
can't
mean,
use
yeah,
it.
it's not an animal that everybody keeps, so you want to take care of that, I guess. That's just wild to me that people keep alligators.
Right? Well, that's what Ken just commented. They throw them in the Allegheny River. That's
No
the biggest
shit.
issue. Yeah, I got one of them from the Allegheny River. It was a relinquished pet, and the Pittsburgh Zoo couldn't, find anybody that could take it in with a proper setup, and they were going to put it down. So I was like,
How's
I'll take
how's
it in.
socializing with them?
So the one I have was a 4-footer from somewhere in Florida. Somebody caught it and brought it to PA and sold it. And I took that one in because they were going to sell it to some like little 16-year-old kid. I was like, someone's going to get hurt. I mean, she was pretty feisty when I got her. She'd be rolling around with the tape on in the bin, and I'm like, I'm in for a rodeo. But
So it came straight from the wild.
yep, I've had her for like a little over 2 years now.
That's crazy because I live in Florida and I got alligators in the swamp back here, and I don't go near them.
I was trying so hard to find a pond with gators down there.
Bro, next
I
time
was
you come
just-
down, I'll show you hundreds of them.
Oh, I mean, if it's smaller than 6 foot, I'm not doing anything over a 6-footer because I don't think I'm gonna last. I've had a 10-foot alligator, but that thing was nothing like a wild alligator.
That's what she said.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's so like that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
gators is a different
honorable.
thing. Yeah, gators is definitely a different thing.
Do you keep any like
He's-
other species of animals, like mammals or anything like that?
I have a few things I'm not allowed to have, but I, I have a hedgehog. I mean,
Nice.
you can't have them in PA, but if they were bred in PA and you can prove it, then you could have a hedgehog.
Oh my goodness.
We had a little monkey for a while, but had to give that little guy to somebody in West Virginia because we're not allowed to have them. And it was only a matter of time before somebody probably turned me in, or I'd accidentally post a video and then somebody say something.
All right.
Yeah, monkeys are cool.
What kind of monkey was it?
Yeah, I'm about to say, are they aggressive?
No, well, some of them little suckers are mean.
Oh.
But the one we had, it just wanted a lot of attention.
Oh, that's cool though. That's better than fighting.
Yeah, I like them monkeys.
I'm scared. I don't want it to tear me up.
I mean, that's
They're
enough.
like,
We got them 10 minutes down the road, like troops of them down the road.
Monkeys.
There's like whole colonies of monkeys down the road from me.
In Florida.
that's crazy.
Yeah, Silver Springs. Yep.
I thought there was monkeys down there, but they told me there wasn't no monkeys.
Nah,
What kind of monkeys?
The macaques.
Yeah, macaws.
Yep. They estimated over 600 of them now. They just keep breeding and spreading.
Monkeys?
I'll take a macaw.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I have monkeys in Florida. Like
I got
just
monkeys
out.
that live 10 minutes away from me.
Wild
Hey, you know
monkeys.
what? I'm gonna have Ken jump in the truck. We're gonna come back down.
Silver Springs, Florida, bro. You can walk through the park or take a boat ride, bro, and they'll show them to you everywhere. You can rent kayaks and go paddle by them. Like, but you gotta be careful, bro. They're not afraid of people because they see them all the time.
That's what I'm saying. You'll not be afraid that they just run up on you and do something.
Bro, they jump from the top of the trees into the river. Like they put on a show for you.
Damn, if I would have known there was really monkeys down there, me and Ken would have got in trouble.
100%, bro. You were only an hour away from them too.
I gotta turn this upside down. Let's see.
They said they protected too out there.
Oh,
The monkeys.
yeah, in the state park they are, but they're an
Oh.
invasive species nonetheless.
Mm.
Is that where all our street chicken comes from?
Yeah.
What?
You never heard of monkey meat?
Nah.
Yeah, just like when you go to a Chinese place and they serve cat.
Yeah, I'm dead. I can't with you. I can't with you. But I was trying to change somebody blue real quick on the in the chat.
All right, this thing's working. I'm gonna set it back.
cut yourself back off. I'm thirsty, man. What we lost B? Did B what B ran away?
Nah, the clown gods got him.
Oh, that's
Them
crazy.
clown guns.
Yeah. So you said you keep ball pythons as well?
Yeah, nothing crazy. I don't have really anything too crazy though.
Do you breed? You don't breed, do you? You just keep.
No, not no more.
You used to breed. When you used to breed, what genes were you breeding?
I was trying to get into banana clown balls. I just really like the clown and the banana gene.
Banana clowns are nice.
Hey, they are. They are.
There he is.
Back on the clown talk, huh?
Hey,
He doesn't like
brown.
clown.
I got a few clowns right now.
They do not brown. The ones
He
I
don't
see
like.
at least.
What clowns you see about brown? You talking about banana clowns?
Yeah. I haven't seen them brown.
Funny. I don't know how I feel about banana clowns, but cobras. I'm trying to think of. I had a whole flow of questions I wanted to ask you, but the whole conversation with the stream service kind of threw off my flow of what I was gonna ask. So I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to pick it back up to what I was trying to, get going with the conversations. But
I got a quick question. So
go ahead.
You do vending?
Yeah. Well, I don't. I'm getting out of vending, but I still go to shows. I do more or less. I just bring, if I'm allowed to bring certain things, like if I'm allowed to have an alligator there, I'll bring either the small one and a big one if I have somebody else with me, and a couple big snakes. And usually what I'll do is I'll set up, and instead of selling stuff, I go there to show off all my stuff and interact with people. Because, like when you go to these shows, every show I go to, you just see hundreds of thousands of ball pythons. You don't really see too much of anything else. Even though, like, where I'm at, you got your wholesale dealers that do, like, venomous and corn snakes and king snakes and milks and, but you don't see anybody that's handing their animals out to be held and, get up and close with. I think a lot of people just like to go to these shows just to look at stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Some of these, some of these people, they're like, oh my God, I'm not getting my kid a snake. Well, that's when I'll be like, here, you want to hold this ball python and, try it out, get over your fear.
Yep. That's a future customer.
That's smart.
I'm better at the farther shows. But when I go to the Pittsburgh show, I might be lucky if I sell one snake.
Right. So we were talking earlier about you have a show coming up for then?
Yeah, so the Pittsburgh Reptile Show out in at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. That's this weekend, and they're doing something similar to the Daytona show where it's a 2-day thing, and you can get there earlier on a Friday to set up. There'll be a lot more things to do than just go to your average show and look for your next new pet. There'll be vendors like me that bring their animals to show, and you can interact, educated on certain other types of animals if you want to know more about an animal before purchasing it.
Right.
Sorry,
that comment had me fucking wheezing.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, they were so random.
Somebody dying.
It's just straight randomness.
That is so random. Oh, random.
A little spot. And then I sit there.
Probably prophecy.
I came back and probably would have had more around.
You think it was prophecy?
12 o'clock tomorrow. My X-ray. You want to see my lap?
That's crazy. So
You never know.
So Jim, when you before you got, like, who pioneered you into the whole reptile game?
You'll see him in the morning, probably.
When did I start messing with reptiles?
Well, I was saying, like, who did you look up to before you got into reptile, like, that got you into it?
Probably, I would say Steve Irwin and Brian Barczyk.
Okay.
You know, I had a lot of people that would was against Brian. I was probably one of the only ones like in my area at the time because I'd be like, "Oh, look at this dude! Like he's funny, he's educating, and I like his videos." And everybody's like, "Oh, he don't take care of his animals." And I think as soon as somebody sees somebody that has a snake with poop in their water bowl or poop smeared, or they knock their water bowl over and it looks filthy, they think all of a sudden that that person doesn't take care of their animals.
What's
Like
funny is they do that shit right after you take care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, people
They trying to tell you
calm
something.
down when they see other people shooting videos and uploading them, like acting like they don't run across their animal after just cleaning them up.
Yeah,
They go to the bathroom again or make a mess.
100%. They don't like it clean.
I know they like it dirty.
They like it dirty.
Down low and dirty.
Well, I mean, think about it. Like you just clean it, and immediately they're spreading their scent right around, and they do that with going to the bathroom.
Like you go and spend a couple hours of cleaning, and the next hour you'll look around and be like, "Oh, really? This one's shooting out a log." Like these retics I got, them turds are like that big around sometimes.
Oh.
I put on gloves and I reach in there. I'm like, dude, this is like picking up a burger. It's like a sandwich in your hand.
Paper towel ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah. Good Lord.
That's so disgusting.
Right. Well, for some reason, when my snakes eat guinea pigs, they have like explosive diarrhea.
Oh.
I don't know if it's because of them or what,
Yeah, I was just about to ask you what you feed them.
So I feed all my big snakes a mixture of stuff if I can get it, because it's hard sometimes getting certain things. Obviously, rats are always there. If I run out of rabbits, I feed them rabbits. So the bigger ones of the real big ones, I feed them New Zealand's about 8 to 10 pounders. That's like a cat.
I was about to say that's a big fucking rabbit.
Yeah. And they usually won't eat for like 2 weeks after eating it. The one I got, man, she'll eat every day, all day. If you go up to her and try feeding her. If I run out of rabbits, then I'll get I'll have to feed them like 6 jumbo rats.
You gotta do that like one right after another.
One feeding? Yeah, I'm about to say one feeding.
One feeding.
One. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if I'm feeding this Monday and I grab 6 out, she'll powerhouse through it. Not the biggest one. I don't have to like keep going in there and refeed her. I can, once I get her to latch on to one, I just throw a couple more in there, and she senses it, and then she picks them up and eats them.
Nice.
Damn. What if I could do that with my
ball? That's easy enough,
right? Yeah, I don't know any ball python that will do that.
Yeah, what do you feed the alligators?
I feed them raw chicken, chicken wings, and pellets. There's a certain kind of protein pellet that you can get for them. It's gator feed. I feed them that sometimes. Feed them rats, mice, a mixture of everything.
Nice. I was always curious about that.
If you do you have like a contingency plan in case like something happens? God forbid anything happens to you. But if something happened, where are your animals going to go?
Well, nobody that's on my plan is going to want them. So
That's what
I have 3 people that are in contact. God forbid anything happens to me. My ex, that they can get, in cahoots with my ex and whoever else is around at the time. Because sadly, 3 years ago, my dad passed away from cancer. And then my mom's been battling cancer for the past 4 or 5 years. So it's, if I lose my other parent, then I don't have anybody else really to fall onto.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, bro. I get it, bro. I definitely get that cancer shit. My grandma has cancer, so I'm already know how that is.
I lost my mom to cancer.
Fuck cancer, man. Fuck cancer. Sorry, we can't let the show get a little down on that part. But yeah, I
Yeah,
was just
right.
curious. I was just curious to know because I'm like, would your family members want to take in a crocodile or a gator, any type of gator or any
You
of
know,
those
my
anacondas?
my mom will go down and check them out and feed them, and she's like, "I fed your gators today," and I'm like, "You went in there and fed them?" She's like, "No, I just tossed the meat in on the landing area, and they came up and grabbed it." I'm like, "You didn't go in there?" She's like, "No, I didn't want to climb up in there. I was a little scared." She's the type of
Hey, at
person,
least
she
she
likes to
making
look at
progress.
it. She don't like to like touch it or get in there.
That's
Yeah.
that's wild, dude. Because I live around them, so I like just to me having them as a pet is nuts.
Right? I wouldn't suggest anybody to buy an alligator as a pet unless they're really gonna, put forth the time and money. Like
Yeah,
I, I can't even describe how much it probably cost me just for my alligators, but because I'm paying extra electric and water where they're at.
right. For the light setup and all that.
Yeah, it's probably like 150 just to keep the electric and water on for them, and then it's probably another 300 for feeding them. So I'm probably somewhere around $500 a month just to take care of my gators.
Ooh,
And my electric bill at my house where all my animals are at, it went up one time to $600 a month.
holy shit! Well, that's why I ain't gonna lie, man. I love Florida because I could just shut the shit right off.
I was like, holy hell, $600! You
Like right
guys are
now,
nuts.
it's 82 in here, and I don't have anything heated going on. No panels are heated or nothing.
Yeah, so in my room I have it insulated, and it's basically like a blanket. It's two layers of insulation. You got foam and then your regular fiberglass insulation
No
with
kidding.
plastic over top of that to help
So
keep
I was
the
about
breeze.
to ask what you separated it with.
Yeah, so it's got the plastic, just a regular plastic sheet you would get at Home Depot that's clear.
Yep,
You can use that and staple it to it, and then I put drywall over top of it.
gotcha.
So it you walk in there and it feels like feel like you just been in the jungle.
I was gonna say
You
there's
keep
probably no
in the heat.
fluctuation with that much insulation.
Right now, I don't have the heat on for summer, and
Yep.
it's under the ground pretty much, and it's blocked. It's inside of a room. It's blocked out like a garage, but
Okay.
right now it's just the amount of lights and heat I got on for the racks and everything. It stays around like 80 degrees in the summer, and then in the wintertime I got to turn the heat on, and that thing keeps it at about 82 to 85 at the tops.
And
So
you
I
don't
keep
have to worry about humidity, right? Because there's a pond in there.
well, there was a pond, but there's like a little tiny fish tank with some turtles in it. That's about as much water. Like there's probably 30
Gotcha.
gallons of water, maybe. There used to be a big pond in there. Then that was for my caimans. I ended up moving them out too.
So you have caiman also?
hmm Smooth
Really?
fun.
See, I've always been interested in dwarf caiman. Just how gnarly they look.
They're little. They're little something, They can turn their head all the way back and bite you. Not the gator can't do that, but
No
inside
kidding.
their neck.
That did not know that.
Yeah, I forget what it's called in their neck, but their neck can swing all the way back, like kind of like a turtle.
Wow.
Oh
And
wow.
you got to hold them like this, with two fingers, so their head can't, wobble out of there.
Like fork behind their head.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh.
So I gotta ask, man. Like, what makes you keep these? Like, knowing that you could get messed up pretty good.
Well, when I first got gators, I was taking them in and rescuing them, and at the time I was giving them back to other people that were taking them and rehabilitating them to get them back, I guess, to Florida at the time. And I kind of just grew close attachment to the one, and just had them for so many years now. At first it was like, oh, this is going to be cool. I'm going to start rescuing gators. How am I going to do this? And then I built that outdoor tension pond for them. and grew attachment to the one, and then got another one, and I held on to the third one. Those were my three trio that I've kept for the past 6 to 10 years, and I took on that responsibility. I didn't want to be that guy that's like, oh my God, what am I going to do with them now? You know,
Right.
every time I get an animal, I'm like, if it's going to get so big, am I going to have room for it? Am I going to be able to build something bigger?
Do you have leashes for them? Do you take them on walks?
The one, she's about 5 foot now, I think, Callie, and I take her out. She's pretty cool. I can't take her in my
I just
neighborhood
see them
anymore.
do that on the Reptarium channel or whatever. So I was just
You see the
wondering.
one
That's
they
the
took for
only
a swim
alligator
with the
stuff I
dragon
see.
wings?
Yeah, you know what? I want to do that for Halloween this year. I want to put them purple dragon wings I seen at Target or whatever on the back. You know, like the bearded dragon trend
That's
with
funny.
all the little costumes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that with my gators this year.
Hi, Chris.
And walking around the neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it at a different neighborhood because my neighborhood they're not too fond of that.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
that guy that used to walk around with 100-pound.
No. No. Come back.
We were doing so good.
I can't hear DJ either.
He's muted. He has
My bad. I was talking and I didn't even realize I was listening. But like, comment, share, and subscribe in the chat, everybody. I appreciate y'all for popping in and switching over to the next platform with us while we was having a little technical difficulties on the last platform. But now
Definitely
we're trying
appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. We wouldn't be you. I mean, we wouldn't be us without you. We're trying to
Hey,
get
my
James.
I gotta get my chicken. He just jumped out of his bin.
Yeah, get him.
I gotta go get my chicken. Who else says that? BRB guys.
BRB, you gotta get a chicken.
All right. I think he's back.
He's the culprit.
Got you back. You back?
Love it.
Oh, never again.
All right, got my chicken corralled.
Yeah,
Hey,
we don't
don't
think
worry, I
it's
didn't go too far. Hey, didn't I meet you at the party at our Airbnb?
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
I was
Me
really
too.
messed up. I was really messed up.
Oh yeah. But you remembered me the next day, so that's a good
Yep.
thing.
I don't even get to really drink, so that week I was gone. The day we got
You look
there,
like a pro.
Yeah, I go.
I think it's because I was in my natural element. It's down in the jungle, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subtropical environment.
You were still
so
walking
mad.
and talking though, so it was all good.
Yeah, I'm so mad I didn't get to go out there this year. I definitely got to go next year.
I
You
got
guys
one last
gotta-
question about the Gators. Do you ever find an issue with complacency, or like you always on top of that shit?
So for the longest time it was a struggle. Right now it's been I have a system hooked up on there that I found off of Amazon actually to keep their water clear. You know how a lot of their pumps for like turtles and that they gunk up super fast.
Yeah.
That's how the alligators were. And the bio load would never, keep the water clear, and I'd have to always clean out their filtration system, and it'll always look like fudge, slime, all gunked up. That's all their poop. It was disgusting. So I found this awesome thing. I'll have to share it with you guys later. It's a pond pump. It's like $120 on Amazon. It comes with everything. It doesn't have any bio load like bio balls or ceramic in it to help keep bacteria growth, but it does have foam inside, and on top of it, it has a lever on it, so you can turn it to filter mode to filter, and then when it gets dirty, you can turn it to pump mode, and has a chute that comes out the side. You can
What
plumb
up,
out
Pat?
or to a drain, and all you do is you turn the top, and as it's running and shooting water out, it's clearing all that foam in there for you. So I found I've only had to go down there about every 3 months or so, and actually you know take care of the filtration system. I also have cameras, wireless cameras on the inside of there because I'm not down there as much, but I have two other people that go down there, check up on them, take care of them. I just don't really like people, feeding them because God
Right.
forbid something happens and
What I
it's
mean is like
beyond me.
with the like complacency as like being maybe too comfortable with them at times, and you catch yourself being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that near them or something.
Oh, when I get like too close to them and I
Yeah,
feel
like
too
do
comfortable,
do
like
you ever like find yourself becoming complacent and too comfortable?
not with the gators, but when I hold cobras, if somebody has a docile cobra, I get a little too comfortable, and then I get in like how I feel when I used to have my own. If I feel
Right.
safe enough and confident that they're not going to bite me,
I always wondered about that people that keep the more dangerous side of reptiles.
it's weird because I don't like to mess with venomous anymore, but I love meeting new people and checking out their stuff. Um, but I mean, the gators, I don't know, I never felt like uncomfortable. I'm always relax when I go in there. I'll go in there and pick one up and I won't get bit. I've had people help handle them. And this one kid a few years ago jumped in the pond and I told him, I'm like, I wouldn't go in there, dude. I mean, I can't say you're not going to get bitten. What do you know? The one gator came up and bit him right in the butt cheek.
No kidding.
And I
Damn.
was like, did that hurt? He was like, I mean, it didn't feel good.
See, yep. Complacency.
Dude, I've
Man,
never gotten bit by them. I've had them for how many years now? Knock on wood. I've gotten close calls to where they almost got my finger, but I never
Right.
got bit by a gator yet. There's people
Dang.
that want me to try and get bit, and I'm like, you're crazy because,
What?
yeah, they're at the size where they'll do some damage.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're they'll mess you up. Yeah, change the dirty diaper.
Hey, at least you didn't have to change the old man's diaper.
Hey.
That is
yeah, man.
true. That'd be worse.
Thanks. Nah,
You
the
know,
gators are crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That's
I
wild,
gotta
man.
don't worry, I'll get Kenny over
It
that
is
place.
mind blowing to think that people have those. Like when you're telling me you have gators, I think it's like not kind of like a dinko setup, but with a shed. Is what I don't know. I envision him. Have you watched his videos?
Yeah, like when I think of somebody having an alligator, even still, I think of somebody with a 20-gallon fish tank and like some 18-inch alligator in there. Their tail is like almost to the edge of the tank, and they can't even turn around in it because that's usually what you'll see on like Facebook or something. That like somebody will post, check out my pet alligator, and I'm like, what the heck?
That's crazy.
And I've had, I'm not going to say who it was, but I've had somebody that is reputable in the community, and they came up to me at the Daytona show and was like, "Oh, well, it will grow to the size of the tank." And I'm like, "You're a professional, and you're saying this to people and to myself
I
is
don't know if
crazy."
that's true.
I mean, yeah, it will grow to the size of the tank, but it's going to be deformed and stunted growth.
Right.
It's going to have
Yeah.
a lot of health issues, but at some point, it's going to get bigger than that tank.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got to
that's
feed them.
wild.
So in captivity, if there's a lot of them that are overweight because they're not used to being hand fed like in the wild. So there's a lot of them that are obese and a lot of facial issues on them.
Yeah.
Their snouts are supposed to be more narrow, but in captivity, usually they're rounded, and that causes an issue with eating their prey. Is
What
somebody
causes the
breathing?
roundness?
What's that?
What causes it to turn round?
It's just lack of nutrition and
Okay.
the obesity.
Gotcha.
It sounds like somebody's wheezing.
Oh, here.
You see Ken? He don't know what he's talking about.
In a year.
Baby gators like 6 inches will grow about 18 inches in a year if it's fed right. You know, it's a lot of people don't feed them enough, and then they have health issues and stunted growth.
How often do you have to feed them?
I feed mine about every other day, maybe 2 times a week. Rough, it varies. I go down there and I see if they're ready to eat, and when they're really hungry, you'll know. They'll come. I have a fenced-in area inside the room, so they can't climb up over top of the pond that they're in and wreck the place, because all electricity is underneath of it, and it's far away from the pond. So if they were to get out, they'd probably, destroy the place. I got it all fenced in inside that room they're in.
Nice. That's wild.
You know what? I didn't really talk about going down to Daytona. It was a wild experience. You want to hear a couple little short things?
Absolutely.
So I've only met Ken maybe twice or something. So I really didn't know Ken. I was supposed to be, more frequent on this group chat we're in and more on his channel, but I just been so busy with life. I barely, it's hard for me. It's easy to do, but it's hard for me sometimes to upload stuff on my social media accounts because that's how busy I am. So I didn't know Ken, and I'm very outgoing. I don't get nervous around strangers. I probably should. My mom always told me stranger danger, but I was ready for a wild trip. I didn't have my kids, and we drove all the way down. We talked about sexual things and homophobic stuff and off the wall stuff. I was like, we should start recording right now. It was a wild ride. I'm with this freaking stranger I never met. We're talking about some weird things, and then we get there. I didn't know anybody from this group chat, so he knows everybody from, being on the podcast channel, seeing everybody. Me, I'm like, I'm a ghost. I don't know anybody here. I need to start drinking or something. I was the first day. I was a little bit hectic. I was a little nervous. We're in a room with like 30 people, so I think originally there was only like 16 of us, and then I swear to God there was like 40 of them. Like more people showed up and slept over and partied, and I'm like, I don't know one dang soul here, but I was like, I'm gonna live it up, I'm gonna get a little tuned up and have a good time.
It definitely looked like you had a good time.
Well, you know what? The best part of this whole trip is there was this Mexican family there, right? God, they got like 50 people in this one room, and they come in a van. Ken thought that I ordered escorts, and his van pulls up. And these 2 Mexicans come out with suits on. And I'm like, there's some gangsters showing up. And Ken's like, please tell me you did not order escorts. And I'm like,
what the fuck?
I'm like, I swear to God I didn't order escorts, but I'm not going to lie. I did look it up online. And he's thinking they're escorts. Here comes all these Mexicans inside. They left the next morning, and there was one left behind, and I thought it was part of the family. It's the cleaning lady. I ended up getting pushed in the pool by her. I got it somewhere on my phone, but she pushed me in the pool. I must have said the wrong thing in Spanish. That's the best part of the whole trip. The poor lady, this cleaning lady, pushed me in the pool. But then she gave me her phone number.
All's well that ends well, I guess.
There's so many. I can't say everything there because there's some really deep stuff that it happened down there.
Yeah, I mean, we got the saying down here in Florida: you come on vacation and you leave on probation.
Yeah. One of us almost burned the Airbnb down because they caught the grill on fire.
I remember that.
That's that darn redneck from PA.
Mind you, Brian didn't move a muscle. He was sitting in a chair when that happened. I was standing next to him, and they
That
ran
fire
in
was
and said
outside.
that.
I
And he
didn't have
was
to worry
like,
about it.
he didn't look like he had a care in the world. It was hilarious.
I was near the front door.
Wow.
Ken's texting me now. What do you call an expert fisherman?
Oh boy.
A master baiter. Wow.
Y'all are a trip.
He's messed up.
Y'all are a trip.
He's sad he's
But
not
let
on the
me-
show right now.
Well, I'm gonna ask. So we're getting to the last segment of the show. I got like 10 random life questions that I want to ask you. You know what I'm saying? And just getting your input or your personal opinion on different things. These questions. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I'm ask you anyway. Like a little closing part of the show. Hold on, let me pull them up real quick. Let me pull them up real quick. All right, let me know when you're ready. And Manny, you can answer these too. These are for everybody. Okay? Yeah. All right. So, first question we're gonna start off with tonight is: if you could be a famous athlete for a single game, who would you be? If you could be a famous athlete for a single game, who would you be? Chat, y'all put it in the chat who y'all would be while we're gonna have them answer on the panel.
Current or retired? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. It's a famous athlete. Who would you be?
You already know what I'm going to say. LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Oh man, I'm either him or Michael Jordan.
Okay, y'all, you hoop, James. You hoop. Y'all
I
should have
do.
hooped. Y'all should have hooped out there. That would have been lit.
Listen, I'll tell you real short. I work for the county full time, right? And where I'm at now, I work in East Liberty of Pittsburgh, and 5 minutes from where I work it's called Homewood. It's the ghetto of Pittsburgh, and I go with all my boys from work, and on lunch break sometimes we shoot.
Okay, that's pretty dope. Banner, I know who you got. You know something about sports, so
I
unmute
mean,
yourself.
I used to play sports as a kid, but I don't know.
So you don't know what athlete who would you want to be if you were to be a famous athlete?
I'm gonna be the next Hugh Hefner. That's my
I pegged you more for a Larry Flint.
That one caught me off guard. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Next question is: what's your proudest accomplishment? What is your proudest accomplishment? Man, they're gonna have to say them kids.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I haven't done much else. So, yeah, my children.
Okay. I mean, that's a good one. What about you, Brian?
Oh, I think the obvious answer is watching my kids grow up now. Like they're all licensed drivers and shit. Like so, like that. But I mean, it kind of like. Other than that, I would say moving to Florida and not knowing a single soul.
What about you, James?
That was probably my biggest accomplishment.
Probably I started getting into rental properties, and I'm not there yet, but once I get enough of them, I'd like to own my own little reptile zoo. So that's going to be a future one for me. But right now, I have 2 rental properties, and on top of everything else I do, I think I'm doing pretty good for my age.
That's what's up. That's what's up,
And
man. Keep
I
grinding, keep going.
started living. When I was younger, we didn't have anything, so that's why I try to imply to my children.
No, that's what's up. All right. Next question. If you had to spend a year living alone in a remote cabin, what would you spend your time doing? If you had to spend your 1 year living alone in a remote cabin, what would you spend your time doing?
Peace and
Morph,
quiet.
morph market.
Yeah,
Just
morph market.
researching.
Morph market
Researching.
for a whole year.
Yeah, that's what I've done the last year. Yeah,
What about you,
just
James?
research.
Yo, that'd be a vacation for me, man.
A whole year in peace and quiet.
Peace and quiet. I mean, I can't sit in silence, so I don't know. I would like to be in a cabin, but I'd probably have to venture off and see if I could find anything, interesting, or unique.
Nah, that's true. What about you,
Yeah.
Brian?
I would prioritize nap time. I would take lots of naps.
Like you don't already.
How about that nap life? Probably a lot of self-reflection. You know what I mean? Like, what else you gonna do?
Yeah,
Nah, that's true.
napping.
All right, and final question for the evening before we close out. Where would you most like to travel? Where would you
Greece.
most like to travel?
Australia.
Greece? Australia?
I want to go to Costa Rica, and I'm
All
going to tell
right.
you why. They grow a lot of psilocybin mushrooms down there.
Oh, man, y'all are crazy. Other
Hey,
than that,
somebody gave me some chocolate down in Daytona, and I damn near almost died.
Let's go.
Oh, I was like, this is some good chocolate.
Oh, there was someone passed out on a lawn chair from that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jared, he passed out.
that's crazy.
Daytona was a wild time. That was by far like the best Daytona so far.
We're gonna keep making
I'm
it
glad
better.
Oh,
it's
dude.
gonna be even better next year.
Well,
I'm going.
every year everybody gets more and more comfortable with each other. You know what I mean? So it gets easier.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's not as hard to make connections.
A couple of the people that we were with, I guess they said that their girlfriends or wives were, I forget the word, but more or less, they're not social. They're socially awkward. They're a little bit nervous. And one nice thing that I was going through a rough time on my, while I was going down there, some family issues, and I just like to have a good time and ignore all the bad stuff. And they told me that their woman was grateful that I came and met me because they were like my attitude and like my vibe I was giving off, made them kind of open up. That kind of made me feel good.
For sure. You have that vibe about you. There's no denying that. You're not a very outgoing, friendly person. I mean, and it's genuine. That's why it's easy for you.
Yeah, I just I like to have a good time. I hate negativity and drama. There's a lot of that.
Yeah, too much.
Nah, it be some
You
time,
know,
man.
I get on a video and people are bad mouthing somebody else in the chat or in the group, and I'm like, just trying to keep quiet. Like, you guys are wild. All that negative attention.
Now we're part of like a bigger thing. We try like with this a whole big like positivity movement, trying to keep everybody positive, people that we keep in our circle and stuff like that.
Stronger together.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
Yeah, any of you guys gonna go to Animal Crossing?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm going down.
I mean, it's only down the road from me.
When is that?
August 4th to 6th, I think. Or I mean September 4th to 6th.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
look
it's
at
like
it.
next week.
That's next
Never
week.
mind. Hold on. I'm a little bit back. Hold on, I'm looking right here. October 4th to 6th. That's why I'm a little off. I'm
That's in
confused.
Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go to that. I want to go to that because that's more like an influencer thing, right?
Yeah. It don't matter if you have one follower or millions of followers. It's kind of like opening hands for everybody. You know, it's a free for all. No, there's no like negativity or bashing anybody. It's to get everybody together and to learn more and have a good time.
It sounds fun.
Kind of like what we're doing down Daytona when we have that Airbnb and that like the after party. You got 15, 20 new people coming by every night, and hanging out and meeting each other and having a good time.
Do a podcast from the kitchen.
That's dope.
That was a good time, bro.
It would have been funny if everybody took a computer into a different room and got on the same podcast.
Right.
That would have been so fun.
Have to do it next time. Kenny told me when we got there, he's like, I just gotta let you know, man, I don't want to be weird. I'm just meeting you really, and we're gonna be sleeping in the same room. But I sleep naked, and I was like, I don't care if you sleep naked. Just let me know when you get up to go to the bathroom so I can look the other way.
No, facts. But James, let everybody know where they can find you at social media wise.
You'll find me on pretty much every platform. I'm on Facebook as Jurassic Jungle, but I'm also under as my name, James Kastanich. There's a lot more going on there.
That's how you say that. I was trying to say that. I was trying to pronounce her last name all day, and I was butchering that shit.
Let's hear it. Would you?
No.
Let's hear it. There's some people that can't get it.
You said Kastanich.
Yeah.
Okay, that's different. It's different. Yeah. I don't even know. I'm only able to say it now because you just said it. But before, I don't know what the hell I was saying. Like, I didn't say it out loud. I was just saying it in my head. So it was just like, am I saying this right? Am I saying this wrong? After a while, I just gave up. At one point, I started calling you JK.
JK?
JK. Nah, but y'all in the chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get this out here, man. We had a dope interview. We definitely appreciate you coming on, James. Sharing a little bit of knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
Started out rough, but we pulled it together.
Yeah, sorry about the little communication there here.
Look who's late.
Where I'm from.
Look who's late, y'all.
What do we have here?
My illegitimate son. Then my brother. This is my brother. My brother just popped in. We about to get off now. Y'all done. I had to catch the replay, man. We done switched websites and everything that we had to come out and stream on. But nah, I definitely appreciate you coming in, bro, and just showing love and just blessing us and gracing us with your presence. We definitely got to do it again later on down the road, so we can, do like a check-in. I want to do like check-in.
And we'll do it straight from Streamyard next time.
Yeah. I want to. I definitely want to check in. I'll
make sure I go get one of my gators.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. We'll definitely, lock in and get you in. I just want to make sure that I want to do like a check-in with different people, the people that we interviewed, to see like where they are, where they were, to where they are now and all that extra. So kind of make it a little fun thing too. But we definitely appreciated you coming on here and blessing us, showing us everything. Well, talking to us about everything and giving us a little inside scoop of Daytona and the Mexican made.
Be a lot more.
And the Mexican made. So I definitely appreciate that. Brian, man, y'all got anything y'all want to say before we bounce out of here? James, anybody want to say anything?
I appreciate you coming out with us tonight, man. It's definitely been a pleasure, bro.
Hell yeah!
I appreciate you coming on too. And I do want to say that everybody keep Juan and his family in his prayer and your prayers. I don't know if y'all heard about what happened.
Yeah,
but,
Windy City. Y'all definitely keep Windy City Morse One in your prayers, man. His family, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all do got his contact, I know they were saying y'all can shoot him a text, just let him know y'all thinking about him, y'all praying for him, man. So anything from over here from OTP, we definitely pray and
Big Brian's chicken.
Yeah,
he
wish
keeps
the best.
flying around the room, so I had to ground him.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
that is so cool, bro.
Yeah, it's my little Sarama.
Oh, I thought that was.
Oh, there you go.
Chill.
Yeah. He keeps flying out of his bucket. I got to get him into a coop.
Oh wow.
He hangs out in the snake room. That's where he lives.
Everybody popping in mad late tonight. Everybody want to come in mad late. Y'all gonna have to catch the replay gang. We definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit hashtag replay gang in the comments so we know that you tuned in. Other than that, we will holler at y'all next week. You dig? Let me run this outro real quick and we out. Peace.